One of the great advantages about capturing images using a mirrorless camera compared to a DSLR with an optical viewfinder is that on a mirrorless camera we have a constant live view both on the LCD screen but also inside of the electronic viewfinder or EVF. Now, having this constant live view with a setting effect that basically simulates what it is what we're about to capture and record to the memory card is great for making exposure adjustments on the fly, i.e. not having to take an image, chimp on the back of the camera and then make adjustments to our camera settings. To give you an example, if the image on a mirrorless camera looks too dark, then there's a good chance we're underexposing and we're going to record dark images to the memory card. We're also guided by this little exposure minus here and also a histogram that's banking up on the left. Similarly, if the exposure is too bright, it's going to look too bright inside of the EVF or on the LCD screen, and that's going to lead us to make those adjustments before we take the image. Now, as I said, this is one of the great advantages of mirrorless cameras over DSLRs, but there is one instance where we want to switch this what you see is what you get approach off. And that instance is when photographers are working in dark studios and we don't want to preview what we're seeing in the dark studio. We want to see basically what will happen when the flash fully illuminates the subject. So in order to do this, I'll give you an example of what the image may look like in a dark studio with studio settings. I'll switch the camera to manual and I'll wind that aperture down to maybe a smaller aperture such as f11 or f16. Now what we're seeing is these camera settings are basically just inappropriate for the ambient light, but we've set these camera settings up for the flash, which is going to be much brighter. So we can see to frame and focus on the subject, we're going to want to switch this setting effect off. So we're going to go into the menu, we're going to go into the custom settings, look for that live view display, and then switch the setting effect from on to off. Now this will give us that bright view in the viewfinder or on the LCD screen so we can frame the model and focus on the model. And what we're not going to get, however, is this is not a what you see is what you get approach anymore. So we are going to have to review the image after taking a flash photograph to see whether the flash power was too high or too low. And when we're finished in the studio, just remember to put that setting effect back on so that when we're working out outdoors in ambient light, we can see that our exposure is underexposed, and if we're in manual exposure we can just open that aperture or make the exposure compensation adjustments in aperture priority or shutter priority using the exposure compensation dial. Okay, I'm Mark Gaylor for markgaylor.com, and give me a thumbs up if you found the information useful and subscribe to the channel.